Welcome back, and we're going to continue with modeling our character. This is video 7, and we're going to go ahead and continue moving vertices around and extruding from the front view. We need to now kind of move these vertices around so we get kind of a more roundish look to this area right here. So let's select these vertices right now, right down the center like that, and we can move those out a little bit. Let's not move them out so much right here. Just kind of look at the perspective view. We don't want to move that forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and go Control Z back, and let's delete this, unselect this one and this one, and then this one. We'll see. We'll move that out just a little bit, just to kind of follow that contour right there of the body. And then we'll deselect this one down here and move these out a little bit. You can see just kind of moving that contour out like that. And then this one here, it's kind of hard to see what we got going on there. Let's just move that one a little bit, and so we can kind of get, you can see that's kind of moving out just a smidge. Okay, so we have that pelvic area. Okay, like that. Give it a nice round, smooth look. There we go. Let's take a look at the side view. And that looks pretty good. So what's happening here with that? That needs to be brought over. That needs to be brought over here. Kind of still following on the lines right here. Alright, that looks pretty good. And these go up and around. Okay, so I'm going to go to the edge here and select these guys. Again, this is a break right here, so we got a break. So I'm going to do Control E and W and move that over. Again, I'm just going to kind of move that over here like that. And I am going to, from the top view, you can see that I've got to follow this roundness, the area. Okay, got to follow that roundness. Okay, that's important. And let's go ahead and go to vertex mode and move these verts around. Also to the side mode, you can see that we've got to kind of follow that edge. Here we go. Alright, that looks pretty good. Might be off a little bit, that's okay. And go to the edge again, and then we're going to select these edges again. And Control E and W, and that looks pretty good. And we're just kind of following around. Let's go to the rotate around a little bit. We're gonna move. Let's hit the F key. Let's go to perspective minute. Kind of look at what we got here. Looking from the bottom. That looks pretty good. Okay. Side view looks good. And we'll move the vertices around to match. That looks good. And then we're going to do one more edge. And then Control E and W. And then move these around. Now, this is going to be going around the back now. So I'm going to kind of pull that in. I just can't keep going straight. Got to pull that in a little bit like that. Okay, something like that looks good. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and move the verts around where they need to be. And I go back as far as I can, and then we have a back view that will help us. Now we're going to connect these together. So this one's going to be, you're going to select that edge. We're going to go Control E and move that down like that. Just move it away. And we're going to select the vertex here and move that to that location. And then we're going to take this vertex and hold the V key down and snap it. Okay. I'm going to select those two. And I'm going to go to Edit Mesh and Merge the Center. I held down the space bar. That's how I get to this marking menu. That's called the marking menu. So hold the space bar and you can get to Mesh, Edit Mesh, Mesh Tools, and Display. It's also up here too. You got Mesh, Edit Mesh, Mesh Tools, Mesh Display. I just like to use the space bar. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click, select this edge and this edge, and extrude. Control E, move it, and right click over it and select the vertex. Let's see, select one of them. There we go. Let's move that one down a little bit. Keep that one where it was, right? I'm going to move that up to that, so I'm going to hold the V key down and snap it. And I'm going to hold the V key down and snap that one. Marquee selected. Go to Edit Mesh, Merge the Center. Select this one up here, hit the G key. That kind of goes back to what we had before. So if I select it now, it won't separate. Okay. Move this vertex down. And let's go ahead and connect these two together. So I'm going to go ahead and select this edge. Okay, and I'm going to extrude, Control E, and then I'm going to hit the W and move it over. Okay, alright, so I'm going to right click over it and go to vertex mode, and I'm going to snap this one to that one. So hold the V key down and snap it, and I'm going to click on this guy right here and hold the V key down and snap that one. So I'm going to go ahead and marquee select that one and go to Edit Mesh, Edit Mesh and Merge the Center and do the same thing with that one. I'm just going to hit the G key. That remembers the last tool I selected, and that allows me to move them together. So get those together. We're about as far as we can go back. We're going to move up now to the front. Okay, we do the belly button, and we're going to go to edge mode. We're going to click on this edge and this edge. You can see the break. There's a break right here. That's going to be a ring that goes all the way around. Alright, so with that done, I'm going to go in here and go to Control E and move that up. And just right click over and go to vertex mode and move these vertices where I need them, like that. And also what I want to do is go to the side view and just make sure that they're actually being moved over in the right area. Okay, and you can see there's some problems right here, but we can fix that. Alright, so let's select on this one, and that's going to be as far over as we can. That looks good. That one's over a little bit, and this one's over here. Alright, that looks good. And so the next one, let's go to edge mode and select those edges again if they're not selecting, and then Control E and then W, move that over and up. I'm going to right click over and go to vertex mode, move that over this way, and move this right like that. And so now we're getting to the belly button here, and again we need to kind of see where we're at with this. That looks pretty good. pretty much flat right there. Might want to move that over a little bit, and this over a little bit. We're getting closer to that. There we go. And edge mode, and you can see that we're getting closer and closer. And we're going to go Control E and W, move that up. And so that's what we get here. And let's go to vertex mode. Okay, we're going to move that one there, this one here, and this one's going to be moved right here. Okay, and then we're going to take that edge mode, click on this edge right here, and Control E, move that over. Again, we really don't need to make a belly button, but I'm going to show you how to do it, because if we, because if you ever want to create a belly button, or maybe have a halter top or something like that, you'll be able to do that. But we're going to probably get rid of that. We don't need it. So I'll show you how to do that, but I'm going to show you how to get a belly button going on here. And we're going to click on that one, this one, and this one, and do an extrude. Control E, and move that, and scale. That's how we get that. Scale it. Okay. Right click over it and go to vertex, and we're going to move those vertices around again, like that, and like that. And then we're going to just pen the polygon tool on that. So that tool is in the mesh tools. I'm holding down the spacebar. Mesh tools and pen to polygon. I'm going to click on that guy and the other end and hit enter. And there it is. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Alright, cool. There's our belly button. And we need to kind of move vertices around so they look good. Alright, so let's go ahead and select these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. And let's move those out. Those are flat, so let's move those out. There we go, like that. And that looks okay. Let's move this back, and this one, it needs to go back. So see if I get that right. So that needs to go back. That needs to go back. That needs to go back, and this needs to go back, so we can get that little crease there. And these need to be flat, so I'm going to get these, see where these are at. Okay, those need to go flat, so they're pretty close. Alright. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. So hit the 3 key, and you can kind of see that little belly button there. It's not distinct yet, but it's getting there. Okay, looks pretty good. Hit the 1 key again. Alright, and now we're getting to the interesting part where we got to kind of fix things. We got a nice round spot like that, but then we got this janky looking thing here that we did before. That happens a lot, so let's go ahead and move that out to kind of follow the hip, and that out to fill that area up. And then we might have some stuff like this that needs to go in. Okay, and just round that out. You can see it can just keep things round. That doesn't look good right there, so keep that round. Okay, and just gotta make sure you're not messing things up over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see, what do we got next? There's a break here, so we are going to keep moving around. So let's go ahead and select this edge right here, this edge, and we're going to extrude. back. So Control E and move. We're going to have to do this from this point of view. It makes it a little easier. So we're going to move that out and then in like that. And this gets tricky. So just kind of get up and around, move it in like that. Kind of try to line it up with the other stuff. There we go. Alright, that gets hard to do. And bring it in this way, bring it in this way, slowly. There we go. Let's see if we can't match it up here. Here we go.